Mom's knife slid clean through the golden turkey skin, steam rising like a ghost between us. The scent of rosemary filled the air, but all I could taste was metal. She looked up, smiled, and said it. "Thanks to your miscarriage, our family line remains pure." The knife clinked against porcelain. My hand froze around the fork. Across the table, my sister laughed, one manicured hand on her son's head. "One real grandchild is enough, don't you think?" The room erupted in laughter. Not cruel in their eyes, just casual, comfortable, as if pain could be served like gravy. I set my fork down silently. They didn't know it yet, but this would be our last family gathering. I used to believe blood meant belonging. When I married Daniel, I thought I was finally accepted. Mom said she was proud. My sister, Clara, hugged me so tightly I thought we were healed from the rivalry that shadowed every childhood birthday. I mistook politeness for love. Then I lost the baby. 6 weeks in, gone before I could name it. I cried in that cold bathroom while Daniel's voice echoed from the living room, telling his mother on the phone that I was overreacting. It was Mom's tone that killed something inside me. "Maybe it's for the best," she said, sipping her tea. "Clara's boy will carry the name. It keeps things simple." That day, something inside me went still. Not broken, just quiet. Months passed. I watched them from the edges of every conversation. They'd forgotten I had ears. Mom bragged about Clara's husband's promotion. Clara joked that I was the barren one. Daniel laughed too easily when they mocked me. I started listening differently, cataloging, not reacting. Patterns emerged. Mom controlled the money, even mine. The inheritance she promised was pending family stability. Clara's husband handled Dad's old business. Daniel handled the books. And I was the fool with trust. I began to notice late-night texts between Daniel and Clara. Harmless at first glance, but the kind of harmless that leaves bruises in silence. "You understand me?" one read. "She'll never know," another. I didn't cry. I didn't confront. I just started preparing. Step 1 was patience. I started volunteering at the family firm, the same one Daniel and Clara's husband ran. To stay busy, I told them. They agreed. It made them feel charitable. Step 2 was invisibility. No one notices a quiet woman in the corner taking notes. No one questions her when she offers to help with paperwork. I learned how money moved, how names appeared and disappeared, how Clara's husband siphoned funds through a dummy vendor, how Daniel signed off without reading. Step 3 was truth. I gathered evidence for months, emails, transfers, signatures. Then I went to Dad's old lawyer, the one Mom thought she fired years ago. He smiled when he saw me. "Your father always said you were the one with the steal." The man helped me rewrite the story. Thanksgiving came fast, my last act of patience. I baked the pie myself, pecan, Mom's favorite. As it cooled, I checked my phone. The lawyer's message came through. All assets frozen. Accounts flagged. Media tip scheduled for 6 p.m. Dinner began at 5. When I entered, Mom was already scolding the help. Clara's husband bragged about their new beach property, bought with company funds, though he didn't know I knew that yet. Daniel poured himself wine, oblivious as always. I sat opposite them, smiling. My heart beat steady. Mom carved the turkey, said her line, and the laughter followed. I stood. Every head turned. "You're right," I said softly. "One real grandchild is enough." Mom's smile faltered. "Sit down, dear. You're being dramatic." I took my phone out and placed it next to the gravy boat. A notification blinked. Breaking news. Local family under investigation for financial fraud. Their laughter died first. Then came the silence. Thick, crawling, suffocating. Clara reached for her husband's hand. He was already checking his phone. Daniel looked at me, face draining of color as the truth hit. I leaned forward. You all thought I was weak, but I don't break. I calculate. Mom's knife trembled in her hand. What did you do? I just told the truth, I said. Everything you taught me not to do. The room buzzed with distant ringtones, lawyers, reporters, the sound of their world collapsing. I watched each face crumble in slow motion. Clara's husband's company? Gone. Daniel's name? Publicly tied to fraud. Mom's accounts? Frozen. Her control severed. I lifted my glass. To family, I said. No one moved. When I left, the air outside was cold. The stars looked sharper, freer somehow. I didn't look back. The next day, the headlines confirmed it all. Fraud, tax evasion, family scandal. Daniel's name trended for the wrong reasons. Clara's perfect life fractured under public disgust. Mom stopped calling altogether. I didn't smile. I didn't cry. I just sat by the window and let the silence stretch. For the first time.